this says harvest for medicinal resources, which I guess technically is true because it does make fiber, which you can turn into bandages. But I think they'd originally planned more for it, and then
BCG
scrapped that plan. Or come on. That bacon though. Where are you, chicken? Come on, chicken, arise. Arise, chicken. Or at least teleport. I use for like 3/4 of gaming, so it really sucks. Oh. There's a... You are here. Alright, good chicken. Alright, let's run back home. In theory, just teleport up here. It's far enough away. Okay. Can I? How do I listen to that? Just put it over here. It's not like It's kind of weird that they didn't give you anything to listen to the damaged audio log in. Did you? Was that Terrence or was that you? the doggy laid on his back. See, I have 170 right, 388. Fiber. I don't think any of these are tripled up. In fact, I only have one potato and one wheat because I haven't grown any of those. Let's it's just one reed flower, just destroy that seed. Why didn't you just teleport here? Stupid thing still trying to walk here. It'll teleport to me, but it won't teleport out to me, but it won't teleport back to me. I'm actually running low on, well, not running low on fertilizer, but I'm gonna need some more dirt to finish making my fertilizer. Keep forgetting to put the bee away. I'm not sure if you caught all of this. I have the 2 beehive extensions and I have the bee breeding center. So since, I had a queen for a while, but I guess they wear out. So I need to find another queen. But in the meantime, as long as there's worker bees here, they produce honey for the honeycombs. The last device there needs titanium, but what it'll do is it'll automatically convert the honeycomb into beeswax and liquid honey. You're attacking. Oh, guess I can't. Yep, too much stuff in inventory space. Alright, hang on. I believe fur can be made into a better fuel. On top of those carrots, I have bacon to cook. It's just Terrence. Everyone is going to get stuck again. Jeez Louise, what is with these things? brick. Tree sap, that's it. Tree sap right now. Just leave this over here. Just trying to figure out what to do with all my stuff. Did finally get up here. Yay, Rocky! Okay, you eat and drink. Oh, I have to leave that open since Terrence is in here. Yeah, bees, Waspinator. Yeah, I guess I need to mess around with the cooking stuff to figure out what all I'm supposed to do with all the honeycombs and the honey that you would get from it. Because, like, I haven't found a whole lot that uses it, but I know you can... Yeah, let's go ahead and make all those. So, like, you can jar it, which gives you stamina, food effect duration, shared experience gain. That's not bad. But I only have, like, the low quality kitchen. Alright, now you just kind of get annoying, so here. That's not follow, that's actually the opposite of follow. Next thing I wanted to try and make is I guess I can't. I need the foundry. It's titanium plate. Oh, right. I forgot I have that little titanium drill going just... this way, just to the south. Right around here somewhere. Right past this. There's like a double cliff area. Here it is. There's my drill. $141, not bad at all. If I refill it, since it hasn't thing will turn like solid gray when it's been drilled up. Are you following me? You are following me. That's what make your baby an orphan. I don't have space for you. Hey, your parent was the one attacking me. Be a jerk bird. Thank you. Ooh. I forgot to look at the device after I put that antenna and look at that. It's got spinning parts and that go through the wall. Big like satellite dish on top. That's pretty cool though. Alright. Why that got unequipped. The sandworm bow over here. Smelt the titanium. You're gonna need it for stuff. Set the honeycomb to that. May as well go ahead and just call down and send up this exotic so it's not in my way. Since it literally requires nothing to do it. Actually, can I send this up there? No. That's weird, alright. Really don't know what I'm supposed to do with that log. Audio log. Oh, nuts. I just saw I had more exotics over here I could have added with that. Oh, well. Give those black wolf guys a try to see how good or bad they are. I'm gonna definitely need to go get more wood to make it into tree sap. Downstairs, then close the door. Oh, I forgot you were still following me. The little hop was cute though. Alright, let's see if it'll figure out where I'm at or how to get in here. Just put, wow, that is a lot of wood. I did not realize how much 2 trees would get. Oh well, no complaints. We'll go ahead and put this stuff just over here. figure out something to do with all this leather. Keep all the healing items. I don't need that. Go ahead and cook the T-bones. Switch out for my big bomb. Frustrating. There we go. That's 200 units. 200 units unused. 50 water when consumed. Looks like maybe 5 units total, which isn't bad considering this thing can store up to 10. Alright, I gotta go down, turn it on. Maybe the wandering chicken will teleport back where it's supposed to be. You only had a small fuel tank, partially filled one. Oh, I forget, instead of... Oh, that's another thing. Instead of throwing away my, the sticks and fiber, I get to toss them into the biofuel thing, and then I just realized I have a thing that lets me turn leather into rope, and then I can break the rope back down into fiber. So I can turn my excess leather into biofuel, basically. Should be good. Now, let's see which bench was it on again. It's on this one, I think. Yes. let me queue multiple batches. Oh, close enough. Make it. Hey, you did. Welcome back. Needed experience while you were at it, too. Less food consumption. Right. Now when I get you out here, I gotta remember to set you on wander, not follow, so you won't teleport with me. Slam that door in that chicken's face. Stop trying to go into my house. Back. I need to go get them more. I do remember, like I said, the devs had said something about they're working on making it so that the carnivore animals eat more than just the vegetables. They made it so that everything eats just vegetables just to make it easier to feed them. There we go, tomatoes. Get back here, bacon. Excess fur uses the tree sap to make a high quality fuel for like your forge and your chimney fireplace. There you go. Yeah. Excess bones can be ground up and turned into epoxy. And if you have the skill perk for it, excess leather can be turned into rope, which can be turned into fiber, which can be turned into biofuel. May as well go and grab these carrots too. See, the other one is swamp. This is just considered a marsh. So I want to see if it's pretty much basically the same thing or if it's actually pretty different. did the quest for to make use of the alpha wolf parts. So I did get this, which is a throwing knife. Oh, those just whiffed. I think you're supposed to be able to pick them up if you can find them. They have a break chance. Oh, 50% projectile break chance. Yeah, I know. More carrots. Okay. That's not far. Okay, I guess it was a little far. Still have a decent amount of health. That was only a little thump, and that would only be a little thump. Alright. That is marshland, though. What is that? Sulfur? Sulfur. I know it's probably stupid, but I actually started leveling tailoring and EQ. So far, just putting spider webs together to make silk swatches, but I always like crafting. I think even the biggest bag a crafter can make, though, is still outclassed by the ones you can get from like raids and whatnot, but sometimes just ran away. not do a lot of damage. Well, they'd probably do more if I was spec form, honestly. Nope, that's a jaguar. Was a jaguar. Alright, hang on. Let's put the other ones up. It really does look like it should be a cave. I heard you. No? Changed your mind? Alright. Put the music. Bobbin leave, bobbin leave. I think the needlers will be so bad when I have the done with slug rounds. And one thing I'm gonna have to do is extend out my base so I have more space for it. Probably need to ramp out of here, don't I? Yep. Main thing I came out was to get tomatoes, which I have a good bit of, for the animals. So then just got distracted and did a little exploring. The thing is, I've got the seeds. I could literally just make a bunch of plots. Like 10 or 15 land plots. Which you can put 4 per foundation piece square. back when first time I got to crafting tier 4, I'd put points in pistol, going, alright, I'll do like, just a pistol and a shotgun. That'll be a good, build for weapons against animals and things like that. And the pistol does like no damage. It is terrible. I don't know if they've updated it or what, but I've completely written it off as a thing. When they made the respec system so that you could respec your talents, I bought out all of my pistol talents and just put them into rifle, shotgun. Alright. Now you have 120. Should be more than enough. You have 156, which is even more, but fine, you guys can wander inside for a little bit. Not what I was trying to do. Regular group by prospector, chill. Okay, more chill. There we go. Wait. Oh, that's chill group. Yeah, whatever, fine. Excuse me. I don't need to put 76 carrots in there. I do need to put all the bacon in there. Sorry, right ear is itching. Too scratch ear. Malfunction. Go ahead and we'll put that in there. Just leave this over here for now. Oh right, I wanted to get 210 carrots. We'll put the carrots in the fridge. We have carrots in the fridge. Grow by prospector, grow by prospector. Those are chilled and those are not. Scrap that so that at least the other stuff can go. Actually out of basic stuff, but right. Okay, I was making a bunch of leather, a bunch of things. Yeah. Here we go. That should be a good start. Maybe I need to make a bigger... Sure, I'm just gonna toss this over here. A bigger, food trough. Did you guys go back yet? One of you did. I don't know why you guys like getting here, but whatever. Alright. Yeah, I turned that, those leather into like 600 fiber. I don't know the ratio. Oh, 10 fiber and 1 tree sap get you a fill on your... Okay, I mean, that's something. Both go back out there? Yes, okay. Exit the bed. And then the thing we are trying to work on, we're trying to work on the foundry. Which needs 5 glass, that's silica, 15 concrete, 8 electronics, and 5 titanium plates. I need 15. And then what am I going to be missing for that? Just silica. Okay, I can go mine a bunch of silica. That's not an issue. I think I've checked all of this crater. I don't actually think there's any here. I actually just recalled where I did see some right on the other side of the entryway to the right of my base. There's a little sulfur and oxide. That's silica. Oh, sulfur. If I had one complaint, it would be that they use the same rock design for like all ore. They just like place it at different angles. If you look at that, and then look at that. So they're in the ground at different angles, but mostly it's just different colors. I don't know if it would be a lot harder to program to have them at different, to have them with like different shapes or structures, elemental structures or whatever. Like silica's more crystalline, so have it look more like small crystals. Just a thought. another. Smart way to use assets to one from a point of view. I mean, you're right, and I do understand exactly why they did it. The big question is whether it's more draining on systems for them to do it. It's different. Each of them has different shapes. Like, I can understand you'd have to pull your art, somebody from your art team off of whatever projects they're working on now, because they are still bringing out more and more stuff all the time. You have to pull somebody off your current art projects to have them work on it. Although, honestly, I know a little bit of 3D editing, I could probably whip something up. But yeah, it depends on whether, because like, it's still registered, it's still a different graphic, even though it's the same shape. It, because of the different coloring on it. So you'd think it would still be, and it, then when you get close to it, it registers as different material and becomes a different thing in your inventory. I mean, even though silica and rocks look the same, but silica's lighter. That is exactly what I needed, was 5 of those. But you'd think it would basically affect computers and everything the same amount. Whether it's that with the different skin on it, or an entirely new object. I've been asking them to slightly differentiate the gold and the copper wire. Because if you look, this is copper, this is gold. It's like the same icon, but one's turned left and one's rotated to the right, one's rotated to the left. So I've been suggesting that they do copper to where it looks like it's on a spool, or not copper, but the gold where it looks like it's on a spool, or a spindle of some sort, and then just the copper rolled up itself, just to make it easier if you're looking at things quickly. I haven't gotten a no, but I haven't gotten a sounds like a good idea either. It's really just been like acknowledged that it's a request, or something that they'll look into. So I don't know. I gotta stop hitting that. Let's see if I can change it. That button, really. Okay, what else do I need? I need 5 titanium plates. Wow, that used 15 of my 30 already. Alright, I should go put this back in the titanium. Kind of want to put that in the water, but also I don't know if I really need it right now. I got 7. And with the canteen, I don't really go through water very often. 7 liters is more than enough to fill the whole thing. I think it's a 5-liter canteen. What was that? Something just pinged. Okay. It's Cryptic saying he's going online. And the new announcement for Icarus. Farming carts are now rideable. We made the farming carts rideable this week after some great feedback from the community on their usefulness. That's interesting. keep up with that titanium. There's that. To replace that. To get me more points on it. I may as well go ahead and get the bones from them too. Carrots. Alright. Let's toss these in here. These I should just destroy. I'm not going to use them. This can go over here. I'm getting a little low on the tree sap, so I'm going to have to make some more, but I think I still have a bunch of wood. I do. Alright. What are you barking at? Bird? You're barking at a bird? Haha, 25% chance to cause freeze on hit with attacks. Definitely want you to have more health. I have no clue if that's a big health pool or not. 730. It has more health than me. At least do this. Put carrots in here and I forget to grab them. So half the time they rot or they rot away. That's what I wanted to say. First time. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna need that for you. You know what? I don't know if they even have a use anymore. Where did the fourth one go? Wasn't there four? It was, but I didn't pick it up like I thought I did. Okay. So the other thing I know I need to make with the foundry is chemistry bench. Material processor. The electric furnace. Oh, that's right. I need 60 electronics for that and 60 electronics for that. Because that's how you make composites. So that's the big thing I need to be working on is where I need to make electronics. So it's 60. You make 5 with each, so it's what, 12 gold bars and 36 copper. No, that can't be right. I'm too tired for the math. Alright, where's my copper wires? Gold wire, copper wire. Start that for now. Just leave it like that. Okay, there's the titanium plates. I need some of these electronics for the foundry anyways. 8 electronics, that's the only thing I'm missing. Okay. And electronic is what, 2 and 2, right? Yes. So 16. Which is have most of that here. Oh, here we go. Okay. 16. There's 3. Crafting at a fabricator. Oh, that's what confused me. The device is called a fabricator, and it says fabricator right there. But I'm making a foundry. It says foundry. And it was the right materials. I just confused myself for a second. Let's see, this thing is giant. Like, you literally can't put it in.
I wish to hell I could bid on that AON.
Has to have a second story opening all on its own. So then the question becomes, though, where do I build out? I could build out this way. Wouldn't actually be that much. Okay, let's start with. It'll be annoying though because we're gonna have to put it back in. That's not a big deal in the long run. Okay. I do need more iron nails though, and I don't know how much iron I have available. It's like just 5. I have another stack of 50 I can turn into iron ingots. Let's go ahead and start with that. Also, back to the you saying a smart way to reuse assets. I do like that they're not always on the same plane, like surface, especially when they're in caves. They rotate them sometimes. So sometimes the like pointy part, sometimes the flat part will be like in your face. So like you don't notice it at first until you notice it. understand what I'm mumbling when I say that. Okay, just trying to do 4, so 1, 2, we'll do 2 by 2s, so I need about 9. And that's most of my nails. Let's do 6. We'll save some, try and save some of the nails. Okay. And then 4. I think I had 20 available. Should have had 1 or 2 ingots that remained. It had 10, way more than 1 or 2. Okay. Make another 50 nails. Okay. Probably need more than 4 walls. We're going to start with 4. Okay, let's go ahead. Did I not pick up the... I did not. Okay. I guess I could have just started breaking down the wall. I don't know why I ran around instead. Alright. 1. Ooh, is that really all the way down? Need 2 for that, wow. Okay. Yep. Oh. Yep. To do out here, though, it would have to be, well... Yes, that works. I will need more. Need more supports. At least 1 more. Alright, there's not a lot in that, thankfully. And yeah, this still puts me over a number, that's funny. I need at least 1 more. Oh, right, I can't do it because it's technically not sheltered. I'll keep the corner for now. Just move that out. Not terrible. That should still be good enough. bench, like right here. That's the wrong thing. I guess I didn't need to remove that wall, but at the same time, if I remove this, at least it has a little more view space. I'm gonna move the masonry bench. I just gotta make sure I have the space for everything. I should really just be turning this stuff into fiber. Oh, there's electricity tool. That was easy. Okay. Want to go down? Alright, fine, we'll go down. Oh, I just need to remove the line. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. So now I can make the compound bow. Granted, I need the composites, which is the high-level material, but that does 100% projectile damage versus the cave worm and sandworm's 50%. But also, I can just make. I guess I can't make them on this. Shotgun, hunting rifle, bolt action rifle, trench shotgun. Oh, there it is. There's the trench shotgun. I actually think I have all that. I need, the big thing is the 20 titanium, which I had more titanium still going. Oh no, I had that over there. Okay, 25 steel screws. I probably have some steel screws still over here. Yeah. One cured leather. That's easy to make over here. Still have the honey for it, so. Let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll make the knot max. Then finish making the ropes. Okay, it was what? How many? 20. That doesn't make any sense that it needs 20 refined wood, but refined wood is something I already have a bunch of. epoxy? 5. Should already have that over here. Yep. Alright. Trench shotgun. Now then, to make... Oh, there's 2 different ways to make buckshot shells. Ammo casing, copper nail, gunpowder, epoxy. Wait, those are... What are the... Oh, it's just different amounts. That's 1 gunpowder, 2 nails. Oh, because it's a 5 craft. I'm an idiot. Okay, that's what I like to do. I like to take my buckshot and put them into slugs because it does 350 projectile damage. It breaks, obviously, but it also will penetrate hard points, so armored enemies it just destroys their arm. It breaks through their armor without any issue. So, ammo casing. Just iron ingots. That's what I need a bunch of iron for. Alright. What kind of storm was this? I missed it. I mean, I do still want to make a compound bow because it's good for it's good for more casual fights, but I need the material extractor. Right, that's the thing I needed 60, like 120 total. 120 total electronics for the two devices. Okay, that's gonna take a little while. I need an iron. I guess I'm just gonna go out and grab some. I think the hunting rifle, which says, bolt action rifle. Hunting rifle. That needs 40 titanium. But then everything else is basically the same. Well, same materials, different amounts. And then I will need these platinum sheaths to turn these shells into buckshots. Oh, belly pets. Are you on stay? Or... No, you're on wander. You're just not. You just like to sit right there. I mean, alright. Chance to resist slow. Weight capacity is pretty good. Fall resistance, food consumption. That's the one I need to get. Stamina consumed by sprinting reduction. Stamina regen I also want. Received thread actually is pretty good too. Max stamina. I don't care about movement in the desert. Stamina from jumping. I guess maybe regular movement speed? That'll be one I get later. I don't know if I repaired after the last storm. But I'd rather not loot. Oh, come on. I forgot you shouldn't change your equipment when walking up the stairs. Yep, I did not repair. You know what? I've got the time right now.
Hey,
Go ahead and turn these into stone.
what's going on, Keys?
rough storm I was out in just a little too long. Okay, I need 4, so I need 60 stone. Ten, 50, 60. Alright. Oh yeah, I need 20 wood and 20 nails too, and I don't have those. I may have... Okay. Actually, I have the 20 wood, I just don't know I have the 20 nails. Oh, not... whatever. It's 19, darn. Alright. Oh, I need to check the weather vane, make sure it's not... or the wind turbine, make sure it's not about to break from being set into high speed too often. Kind of don't think about it when you're not using electricity all the time. Yeah. And it's full. Okay, now this... There we go. I know you said you're, did I not get a seed? Oh, I didn't get any reed flowers. No, I got reed flower. I didn't get tomato seeds? That's not a big deal. I know you said you're playing EQ. I just don't know how much you're listening, Grim. Keep getting one reed flower seed. I guess we'll put that in there. Go ahead and turn those. Oh yeah. Because what I was gonna say, oh, I just rose after 9 too. What I was gonna say is I don't know if you heard me earlier when I said I'd started working on doing a little bit of tailoring in Everquest. I don't know if the like end bag that you can make is desirable because of all the other changes to the server. Handmade backpack, which is 10 slot large with 10% weight reduction and weighs 3 pounds. For all I know, the quiver is good. The fleeting quiver, 6 slots for arrows with 60% weight reduction, and it weighs 0.4 pounds. But even if not, it's still fun to make. I think I'd been making handmade backpacks on that TLP server. Yeah, I remember, because they needed a high quality bear pelts, but you only need, they realize at 88, so they're actually pretty easy to make. Oh! So see, they do. It does have a purpose. That's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't mind killing a bunch of bears for a chance to make 95 platinum. So yeah, I've started a subtle way to make. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways for mages to make gold. The fleeting quiver is 5k still. Can't make it easily. There's an egg oil, vial of distilled mana, griffin feather, and the pattern. Egg oil. Trips at like 226. Oh, I see. So like cap is 200, and it's only you can make it without it failing at 226. Is that what that's saying? So I mean, it's still there's still a chance though, and I don't know how easy or hard Avok egg oil, vial of distilled mana, and griffin feathers are to get, much less the fleeting quiver and pattern. So 12% success rate. But yeah, but the so I get the success rate's low. The question is how easy or hard are the materials to get? I'll type them out so it's oh, I mean, so if they're not that hard to get, then I understand the low success chance. That actually doesn't seem like it's a terrible way to 2 out of every 3 that people have are player created. Oh no, 2 of the 3 items are player created. The vial and the oil, and I'm guessing. So then I could probably just learn that too. I'm guessing the egg oil is made with cooking. All right. Before I get too distracted on this, I'll actually talk the in-game because I'm gonna hop over a little bit because it's been over 3 hours, and yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and call it here for tonight. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. If you're catching this later on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed my video. You'll like the video, give me a subscribe to my channel. As always, I've been the Micro Tyrant, and I hope you have a good one.
I don't know why I'm typing. I could talk. Been typing all night to kill people, so I forgot how to talk, to be honest. Yeah, I was watching your stream, just farting around in fear, and we had an amulet of necropotence drop tonight, so that would mark our third out of the 5 that they want to loot council, which is really cool. It means if 2 more drop, then they can finally become open. Sky does have the best loot, but I also am best in slot since last night. Sky, we did a full Sky clear after all of those other raids last night, and I got my earring at like 2:30 a.m. So now I'm officially best in slot ranger. So I'm just here for support for the bud. Yeah, they're definitely they're cracking it. They're cracking at it more. We've always done noble because he's just such a simple guy, and he drops really good core pieces for quests that require killing like the last boss. So that's what we're doing. We're doing him and then the last boss. We're skipping straight to the last boss and just nuking it real quick. Try to get some people the best gear. Like, this guy is so insignificant now to us that I don't even get full buffs. I just get my strength and my dex, and I don't care about HP buffs or anything like that. I'm missing 1,000 HP in buffs right now. We just want to round everybody out. We might, we probably won't phase any raid off of the table come next month. But we're going to focus on the raids that drop pieces of epics. I'm assuming cleric is top priority for everybody. We'll be doing everything for our cleric. I don't know how much of theirs can be dropped pre-Kunark, but we're going to have a full month of that. So if the bulk of it can get done, we'll do it all for them. It's so important to get clerics their sticks. 96% no mana res. Ugh, it'll just speed up our raids by double. Oh yeah, okay, I guess we're not going to go kill the eye. That probably would take too long. We'd have to invis our way up and people would screw it up. This is a very quick night, but being an hour late makes everything feel quick. I gotta buy some more arrows, suss out my inventory a little bit, and I think I might hop on the Necro. Could be highly contested at this hour, but I don't know. Most people are probably raiding or sleeping. Probably pop on some chill tunes too. Don't know how long I expect to be out there, but try to recoup a little bit of platinum. Alright, I gotta go buy some vendor arrows. I'm too lazy, and I don't want to spend all the plat to make my own right now. I still got plenty of boss arrows in my bag and in my bank. Damn, I just bought Paralyzing Earth for 100 plat today for my Necro. I see it for 75 right there. So since you have Zeal baked into your game, right? If you're looking at my screen, I could show you something. Depending on which UI you use, this UI right here is called the Power of 2. It's baked into Quarm. So if you change your UI, the Power of 2 is the one I use, but you could use any of the ones there and they should be fine. Even the base UI, whatever the game starts you with, if you right-click on your spellbook and you have Zeal, you'll see your spell sets, and basically what you do is you fill out your bar with all the spells you want, and then you do slash spell set save space save, and then space whatever you want to name it. I just number them. Well, my last one is called Camo because it's my invisibility and see invisibility stuff. But you can name it whatever you want. You can save those, and then you can also make macros to load them, and you can also save over them. So, just because that's the way Zeal works, they added the spell sets. And also, with Zeal, you can do this. If you unlearn a spell, and then right-click the box, it gives you access to your entire spellbook this way. And it's categorized, so it's easier to find. Instead of having to categorize your own spellbook the way you like it, it's all nice like that for you. So I unlearned a spell, and instead of going into my spellbook, I could just reload one of my spell sets. Your character will automatically sit, put everything back in place, and you're back to the races. Zeal is the shit. I can't talk enough about it. Like, there's people in my guild who raid with us who refuse to use Zeal because they think it's too much work to drop a file in your attack P folder. Like, you people are insane. Yeah, they have. This is all stuff that more or less existed in one form or another in the base game, or in an expansion. I don't think that Salty has tweaked anything for Zeal that's brand new. It's just shit that's quality of life stuff that already existed at one point. And Secrets gives Salty like carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants at this point. He doesn't really need approval for anything unless it's super drastic. Like, he was like, hey, I can implement autofire, and Secrets is like, no, I don't want Rangers to have it. And then a couple weeks later, she was like, the hell with it, give it to him. And he's like, yeah, alright, I already wrote the code. And then he'll put out these updates every week or two, sometimes a couple times in a week if it's to fix bugs. And you just go to the GitHub, grab the file, drop it, overwrite your old Zeal, and you're good to go. Reason, like when you were trying to get your stuff fixed this morning, and they were telling you about the scaling, and I was telling you to do the compatibility mode. The compatibility mode will help with a lot of things, but it's mostly for crashing, because when Zeal came out, and still some people still have problems with it, some people don't. It crashes people a ton when they zone, or when they like select their character, they'll crash right back to desktop instead of being able to select the character. Then they have to wait for that character to log out, and it's a huge headache. So I went searching for this because in Sky specifically, the game just kept crashing constantly, and when you crash out of Sky, you get ported out of Zone, and in Sky specifically, you lose all your buffs when you leave. So it just became a huge time sink, and people were like considering just getting rid of Zeal because of that. But I found that in conjunction with turning off the spell effects while raiding, I never crash anymore. And I even made macros to turn the spell effects back on, like on and off. But on my Ranger, I don't care. Actually, spell effects hinder me when I play. It's too much in my face, and I can't see what I'm doing. Oh, the map. Okay, so that's a standalone program called nparse. I can get you a link to it and all that. It takes a little tiny bit of setting up. You basically have to point it directly to where your character log files are. So in your TACP folder, you just point it to that. And then you have to make a lock macro, like an LOC, which gives you your location. But again, this is in conjunction with Zeal. Now, beforehand, you'd have to do just /lock, and you'd have to bind that to your movement keys, so that every time you move, you can update your character, you can update your icon on the map. Well, Salty somebody suggested to Salty, can you get rid of the print form that happens when you hit lock, where it'll say in your chat bar, your location is blah 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 blah. Because people would see that like 500 times to move around the map. So now in the macro we do lock space no print, all in one, like no print is one word, and it will never print to your chat log. It'll still print to the log silently, so that if you ever needed to see where your lock was when you died or something, it's there. But just ease of use, now your chat log isn't completely covered. It sounds like such a tiny little thing, but it's really, really cool. And that's just like one of the gajillion features of Zeal. There's a feature to hide helms, which is why you like constantly see me hide my helm when I enter a zone, because I can see it, others can't, but it bothers me because my helm is ass ugly. This is some funky chiptunes. This is like, reminds me of Sega Genesis music, specifically like Sonic. I don't hate it. I always love Genesis' bassy stuff. It had such a good twang to it. Alright, I gotta get the hell off this character. I got nothing to do on this tune unless I want to go do... And there's nothing I can do on this tune that my Necro can't do better. 8 levels under. That's another thing Zeal does. I just did slash camp. That was implemented later. You can't do that in base game, but you can with Zeal. It automatically sits your character and starts camping you. Which is a feature I used in WoW for 17 years. When I first started playing here, I started to do like slash camp. I'm like, how does this not work? I learned this in Everquest. I'm just glad it works there. One thing they do want to fix, and they asked Salty, they're like, hey, can you fix this very annoying thing that doesn't bother anybody else, but the rotate on the character select screen, it's constantly toggled on. So they're looking into seeing if they can fix that because it pisses people off. I guess myself included, it really bothers me for some reason. Yeah, it doesn't save the command for you. And then for me, because I played on ultra wide, I wasn't able to see my characters' names or the zone that they logged off in. It would cut off their heads because of the display. But Zeal added a feature called like FOV, so if you do like slash FOV and then a number afterwards, the base is set to like 40, but I did it to 50, and it zooms your characters out even on the character select screen, so now I can see my fucking names, which is awesome. So I bought you a Stein of Magot today, and the other item I want to get you is this here, the Glowing Black Stone. I can buy it, but it is a legacy item at 20. If you travel to the Queen's Hills, you can grab one of these for free. You just have to wait until nightfall and get them, which might be like 20 minutes. And then a little gnome named Paizan spawns. She's a huge undercon, so you won't be able to solo her at 20, but I could always take you out there and beat her ass. Or I could just pay the measly 100 platinum. Oh, you know what? It is kind of loud. There we go. That's much better. I like to keep my music at like 5%, even on YouTube music. Now I can see that my mic is actually hitting higher decibels than the desktop audio. So hopefully you should be able to hear me better. I gotta get back to playing this Bard, but Bard AoE kiting is hard. I also gotta get this Druid a couple more levels. It needs to hit 34, and then I have all the ports, and then I could just be a port bot with it. Sit in the tunnel and port people for plat. It's a nice way to make a little bit of plat when, like, if you work from home and stuff, if you got nothing going on. Alright, let's see how bad Wraith Mountains are. Holy shit, is that a Sphinx? What is that out there? Zaramuk? I have never seen that mob out here in my life. I gotta see what that is. Level 40. It's just a level 40 and it has its own faction. It's an enchanter. Oh, he regards me indifferently. I don't really give a shit. That's not a griffin, that's a sphinx. It would drop sphinx-related items, but it has no loot table either. That's bizarre. Now I know enchanters. I think it's enchanters. No, it's mage. Mage gets a spell later, much later, like 49 or 44, that lets them summon a random monster. It's called monster summoning. I think you actually get 3 different versions of it, so it's throughout your leveling experience. And it just summons random monsters that are somewhat associated to the zone you summon them in. It could be that. That could just be a mage playing around with that spell. It's garbage compared to your pet spells, though. Still strange as hell to see. I've been out here for days, weeks, actually. Alright, Libin, let's kick some out. Right after I fix all my spells and re-get the mana that I used to summon you and shield myself. Ah, okay, yeah. I don't know if he's a byproduct of that or if it's just an incredibly rare spawn. There's no info on P99 about him, though. I'm gonna guess that's what it is, because I think all the monster summoning stuff they're all named. But it wouldn't explain why he has his own fucking faction. It does say he spawns in Wraith Mountains, though, and that's where I am. Oh, its name is Zaza Maukth. It's like Z-A-Z-A-M-O-U-K-H. I'm not gonna fuck with it, though. It doesn't drop plat. So I don't understand. I won't be doing it. I do, yeah. Alakazam's still popular for EQ. For, you know, the 7 people who play retail EQ. It's mostly just TLP players. Ah, crap. I didn't buff my pet. That's gonna set me back. Is that another mob that spawns out here just rarely? He's all pissed at people running around. That's funny. I keep thinking this song is glitching because of that weird glitchy thing it's been doing. Glad it's over. One platinum. I can see what kind of night this is going to be. That's definitely the stuff in EQ I've never understood. They just put random mobs and it almost seems like they're connected or there might be a quest to combine them. Nah. It's like we were thinking about doing something like that, but we gave up. Beast Lord, I don't know. They've never been out here before to my knowledge. And it's not the first. But I guess if it was the 1.5 epic, it wouldn't matter anyway. I'm just surprised no one's killing it and keeping it going. It might share a spawn with, He still regards me indifferently. I can walk right over to him. That wouldn't matter. Maybe if I drop my Scaly Illusion, he'll care. Nope, still indifferently. Well, as I expected, this place is bumping pretty thick with people. It's just because it's just not very late in the West Coast right now. As you would know, because you live there. That's so strange. I wonder if those factions have any use. Because I can't imagine farming a faction with just being able to kill 4 extremely rare mobs. All 4 of them are here in Wraith Mountains. That's bizarre. Oh, someone's making them fight. It could very well be that since Secrets is starting to mess with the epic drops and the epic quests in general, she might have turned something on by accident. It's completely plausible with that spaghetti-ass code. Oh, look at that. Giant died up on top of the building. This dude must have a ton of HP or something, because that hill giant did no damage to it. That hill giant just went to 100%? Someone's got to be kiting that. Yeah, god damn it. Well, it's not like I've put any investment in getting on this character besides a little bit of mana. Oh, there's a fresh one. Can I reach him before somebody else? Doubtful. No! This guy again! The enchanter with the frickin' Sphinx. It's smart for him to use that thing as a pet if it's got a ton of HP. Plus side, he's keeping everything on lock. So there is a chance just on the outskirts, but everybody else is on the outskirts. And you've probably noticed that your skeletons look much different than the ones on my screen, because you didn't use the patcher to patch yours back to the original. Which unfortunately is the only patcher for any mob in the game right now, it's just those. I remember being so upset that I couldn't use it because I didn't know that I had to have an exception on those files on my firewall, so it kept deleting it and restoring it. Ah, okay, yeah, I don't like their the Looklyn skellies at all. I don't really like any Looklyn model because they look like they ice skate. Oh, come on. It's too late for me to like get on my druid and go find a unrest group. I could park her there, though. At least that's some kind of travel. Then maybe get on the bard and do a little AoE kite, because I don't have any competition with that. Something to make good use of my time. Yeah, since you're not playing a Necro, you don't really have to worry. I mean, it wouldn't be a worry. It wouldn't irk you, like, it wouldn't piss you off. With Mage, you have the awesome option of just clicking off your Looklyn models when you install the game, and you can go in the INI and edit it to true or false for the Looklyn models for those guys. I personally can't stand the Looklyn models, the little dudes. The water one is annoys me the most. The Earth Elemental is kind of cool, the Looklyn one. The little rock man. But I personally just prefer the classic poop rock. Little fire guy with arms and no legs. Little water guy with arms and no legs. Yeah, it's in your INI file. Which ones do you have? Do you have the ones that look like humanoids, or do you have the ones that look like little pieces of rock? Rock and air and fire. What level do you get meditate? Because once you get meditate, your memming of spells, like the scribing of them. Well, not the scribe. The initial scribe takes forever for everybody for any new spell. But once you have meditate, memming them back, like after you die, it's so much faster, and it gets faster and faster as you level up. I'm gonna park this little lady in unrest. And of course I'll be tempted to see what kind of groups are running there now. Oh shit, my end parse is not set, and I suck at traversing these zones. I think I can get to Butcher. Or I think I can get to Dagnars. If I see the undead tower, I know where I'm going. Ah, okay. I do have some kind of inkling as to where I'm going. I'm not terrible at this game. It's mostly terrible. I had like 700 plat on this character. I logged on today as I was building that little care package for you. And I was like, why do I have so much money on this character? And then I realized I poured it around the world to buy all my bard spells. Because I didn't want to do it on my bard, I didn't want to run around and get them. I think this is the right way. It looks like it's the right way. Yeah, look at that. Muscle memory actually kicks in occasionally when my stupid map program doesn't work correctly. Yeah, you do have to train meditate. You gotta go back to your mage trainer. If you look, you can find it on the P99 list too. But if you look on P99 or you can go to the Quarm DB as well and just look at skills. It'll tell you what needs to be trained and what levels you get them. And they're generally really close to spell levels. So you can just maybe wait one level before you learn something. It's just the P99 wiki, it's off. Well, it's not off for P99, it's just bad for Quarm stuff. Like, I was trying to get my archery to, like, 210 because P99 says it can go that high, but it really can't, so... They put together I think it's called PDIQ DP, which is like Quarm Discord DB. I'll send you the link later, privately, and I'll send you that and how to set up end parse and stuff. Get you all the goodies. My memory sucks way too much to remember maps from 25 years ago. Okay, I promise myself when I get into unrest, I won't look for a group. Just gonna park the tune. Just get on my bard and do some AoE kiting. Plus, I haven't played this tune in like since the last holiday event. So I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with it. Although it's mostly just heal. Supplement a nice cleric. Those are all in-game right now. All 4 of those are in-game. And I think you do need them for a quest or something. It might be part of your epic. I'm not 100% sure on that. They were recently added a couple months back. They weren't in at the start. And they do have, I think all of them have reclaim energy. I think they might have a hidden focus for each elemental school, but I'm not 100% on that. Looked like they were recovering from a train. I have 5 spell sets saved to this character. What are they? I know one of them's like all the rings. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. That's like my standard grouping bar. Okay, gate. Oh, utility, okay. Oh, you know what? I should go bind myself outside. Don't want to make that tiny little run back. Yeah, this worked. Wasn't sure where bind was. Oh, it says I have it bound already. Damn, I'm an idiot. There's 20 people here right now, it's not too bad. The mats for what? The actual 4 items? They just exist, and it's not like they're no drop. I think people sell them all the time. Like maybe 20 platinum each or something. It's really, really cheap. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you're probably going to want to do your own research. I mean, everybody does, just because it's a weird profession that casters get. Well, pure casters anyway. I have research on my Necro, but I ended up just buying the spells because buying the words was more expensive. There are things you can do for, like, you can make dummy spells, but it won't get you to like 200 or anything. You have to be making a ton of spells, and it's lucrative too. If you have somebody you can buy the words from, or the whatever you call them, it's runes. It's different for every caster class. do a little bit of bark kiting. I'm trying not to get killed. Because I'm bound in Freeport and that's a long run. Just gotta get my bearings. Damn, where's all the crags? You can do basically any quest more than once in this game now. Oh no, I caught the whip. That's gonna count as one of my targets. I don't even loot out here, man. I have some loot from when I was last out here, but yeah, I don't care, you can have it. I don't know if that other one leashed. Sometimes they do that. I could potentially still have one crag and that wisp on me. Yep, there they are. Okay, good. Come on, boys, let's go to a safe area, and then I'll kill you slow as sin. So I want what, 53% experience? I might get 8 to 12% for this fourth. Man, I got a snake too. I have not done this in a long time. I suck at it. Oh yeah, like the wispy ones. Those are the Lucla ones. I don't want to fight another one, gee. So, I think I was at 53, and now I'm at 60, so what was that? 7% of the level. Also ended up pulling 2 mobs I didn't want to kill. Triangle beasts are the classic ones. The ones with the humanoid faces and actual like appendages and stuff. Those are Luclin. I hate the Luclin ones. Ah, I forgot to loot the wisp. Was not worth it. Just a burnt out light stone. Would have been nice if it was a grader. I could get 10 platinum out of that. I think it's actually closer to 12 platinum on the player market now for those damn things. I gotta be careful, I'm stepping all over snakes. I don't want this crap in my kite. I just want crags, that's it. They run the same exact speed. Oh, you like those models? Hey, to each their own. I can't stand them. I do like the earth one though. That's the only one. But the fire and the water and the air, they have like those dumb little magic legs. Rude. The guy just stole my fucking kill. But I'm a bard, and I'm very much hated, so I get it. This is insane. This place is always dead. And there's like 6 people on this one specific hit. They want me to get nothing done tonight. Well, there's plenty of UIs that are standard that have the health displayed. Like mine has my health displayed. But for mana, you gotta get custom ones from the Quarm server. From the Quarm Discord server. They're just UIs that are modified. Oh shit. Oh man, I got poisoned. That's no bueno. I gotta start singing my heal song. Perhaps. Oh, there's another one coming for me. Neat. I'll just try my best to survive. It's not kicking my ass as much as it once did. But there's still a minute left. And I'm down to 67%. Weird time for my music to die. Now all I hear is creepy spider legs. 66%. It's not too bad. Started this at 53. It's nice to hop on occasionally and just knock some shit out on this character. I like playing a bard in a party though. I seem so much more useful. You could AoE kite all the way to 50, although those last few levels, kiting is rough. Their kites last 15-20 minutes. You gotta have the patience for that crap. I've almost got, 3 stacks of spider silk. I generally don't keep it, but I've been looting it. I'd be glad to give it to you. I'm just nowhere near your character. Yeah, no mail system. Bards are the mail, because they're the fastest characters in the game. But they're not fast at world travel. They're just fast at foot travel. I mean, they can get places pretty damn quick. But you can't beat a druid or a wizard who can just zip across the world with one click. Yeah, porting is the definitive way to get around. But I could always put these on my druid and then go to you go to you with my druid. Oh wait, no I can't, because I can't come get them with my druid because I can't log on two characters at once. If I get this tune to the EC tunnel, I can put them on my mule account and then pick them up with my druid and port to you. But it still involves getting this guy back to EC, which is like 5 zones away. Which honestly isn't too bad because I'm fast as fuck with cellos. I thought he was much higher. What is he, 23? 22? Jeez, I'm not even 23 yet. I decked this character out with so much gear. I mean, I'll hold on to him if you need him. I'll find a way to get him to you. Bard's a lot of fun, but I don't think it's the right kind of fun for me. I don't mind the AoE kiting. It's honestly not that big a deal. And they get, like, the fact that they only get 1 song per level, but they have every utility in the game. They really do. They can charm, they can mem, or they can mez, they can mana song, they can dot song, they can direct damage song, they can full party invisibility, full party fastest run speed in the entire game. You name it, they can do it. Full party levitate. It's a song for every occasion. They can pick locks, they can track. They cannot backstab. That's a rogue exclusive. I just find it odd that they are shit soloers, unless you're soloing 4 mobs at a time. Well, if it wasn't on Quarm, you can farm an entire zone, as long as there's no casters. just by doing that AoE kite, but on here it's limited to 4 mobs at a time. My songs won't hit more than 4, which is really great because then otherwise you'd never see anybody in the endgame zones, it would just be bards. That's how it is on P99. They'll go out to one zone and just collect the entire zone of mobs. I think the leash limit for them is like 55 or something. They grab 55 mobs and then, because that's all they can carry before they start getting summoned. And they just grab them and whip them up. They can't even loot them because the kite takes so long. So they would hire somebody to follow them around and collect the loot, which I think is funny. I'm unsure if I want to do another kite. There's a monk just pounding everything over there. I can go to the undead gnolls, but I have no desire to play this character right now. I just wanted to get something done. You know what I'll do? I'll bring him home. I'll bring him to the EC tunnel. If I don't want to be out here doing that, that's okay. I bet it's rough at level 4 for you because your pets are doing such a colossal amount of damage that they're just stealing half your experience with each kill. I'd imagine you'd have to be pretty careful to make sure you do 51. Yeah. At some point you won't care about experience, and then you'll love the fact that your pet can do 51% damage in a very quick amount of time. I think it goes... Fire has a good damage shield on it, but they're pretty flimsy. Water's very flimsy, but later can sneak and backstab, so it's invisible until you attack with it. Air is pretty ass in most cases, and you're forced to use it in the plane of air. And Earth is the go-to solo pet, because it's got a root, and the root does a shit ton of threat. And I think it does a little bit of damage. I don't know if it has a direct damage. I think air has a DD spell. But it really doesn't matter because that formula falls apart at some point because sometimes the pets get the skills and sometimes they don't, depending on the level. Like I'm sure there are certain spell levels for them where they just it's not worth picking up, but any completionist would. YouTube's being weird, man. Keeps asking me if I'm like still listening. Yeah, bro, I'm still listening. Just leave me alone. Ah, damn it, I got lost in high hold. Or did I? I figured my way. That's weird. I never see people with the fire pet. Oh shit. Oh shit. They rooted me. Holy shit. I'm gonna fucking die. Well, at least I'm not far from my body. Go, man, go! Oh god, I'm stunned. Shit, I didn't see this ambush coming. You sons of bitches. I only lost 2% experience? No, I lost a lot. I was like 68% or something. Now I'm 50. I lost like 10%. Oh man, it's night too. That's gonna suck. I'm gonna get to Kithcore Forest, and I won't be able to walk through it until it becomes daylight. It's gonna be overrun by level 50 undead. Just gotta wait for the morning. The morning sun has banished the evil for the day. Guess I'm just turning this into a corpse recovery run and then probably go to bed after that. That's EQ for you. Yeah. I'm so used to playing a high-level tune that I didn't even stop to think about the warband that walks through that zone. I was like, I'm just gonna run right through them. I'm so slow without an instrument. You know, that's something I didn't consider. I've been trying to think, like, should I go into lower Guck to level my Necro, the remaining level or two it needs, so I can get my 44 spells, so I can make Hill Giant farming easier. And then it kind of dawned on me, I could probably bring it to the hole and get some easy groups in there. I gotta check the level range, but I think the hole is 40 to 50. $39 to $56. Yeah, she would be fine to go in there. That's still pretty impressive. That's pretty crazy that he's got 300. I think I have like 2 on YouTube. I have more on Twitch than I do on YouTube. I've only got like 15 here. For the past couple streams, random people have been following, so that's kind of cool. I got to hear my little ding thing, my ding macro. Or my ding widget.
I'm at like 499 out of like 500 sell spots. I kept one, just...
What does he like to do? Like, what kind of streaming does he like to do? I'm so tempted to run through this zone so I don't have to wait, but that would send me into a blind rage if I die twice. But time is moving so slow. I need it to be like 7 a.m. for the undead to depop. Oh, right on. Well, at least he has an idea of what he actually wants to do. I remember my kid, she used to watch a ton of unboxing stuff on YouTube. And she would pretend, she would say stuff like, you know, she would just buy a blind bag of something. And then she would reopen it over and over and over again, pretending to do it for an audience and talking to an imaginary camera. And we thought that was adorable. But she was like, no, I would actually do this. Like, this sounds fun to me. One way to shit your pants is to find a like level fucking 50 undead with a pet heat. Shit, that's another one. As Forrest Gump once said, I am not a smart man. Shit on me. Even the orcs out here are a problem for me. You know, I just realized I did not walk my puppy today. I gotta walk that old man before I go to bed. Now I feel bad. Success. I made it back to where I died, and now I gotta go through that fucking zone again. That's honestly great. Like, we let our kid watch a ton of YouTube, but we don't let her have her own account. Because, I don't know, once YouTube did the integration with TikTok or whatever reels are on there, I don't know which company officially owns them. I don't know what they're called. I think they're TikToks, or Tik Shorts or something. There's a lot of influencers and crap that she'd watch on there that I didn't approve of. And they were getting watched when we weren't looking. There's particularly this one woman named Amy Woe. I loathe that woman. I hate her so much. Yeah, I guess, okay, so shorts, right? But these are just her TikToks copied onto YouTube as the shorts. They're the same thing you can find on her TikTok page. And I don't know. I hate the woman. She's a bad influence for children, and she makes her content and she aims at adults, but it gets repurposed a lot for children. So there was a skit that she did where she got pulled over by a police officer, and she basically offered him oral sex to get out of the ticket. She's like, "Is there anything I could do?" And she was flirting with him and stuff. And I was like, this should not be for children. And my kid was laughing about it and watching it. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. And she has a lot of other videos that the algorithm will show to kids that are kid appropriate, like they're just dumb kid stuff, where she's yelling and saying I'm a burrito and stupid shit like that. And then so you watch a bunch of that, you let your kid watch a bunch of that, and then all the adult oriented stuff that she has gets roped in. It gets algorithmed in, and you're none the wiser. So I'm very weary of like short format stuff because she can knock it out really quickly and watch it when no one's looking. Like, I'll listen closely, intently for any type of curse words that I hear throughout the day, and I'm like, we're not watching. What channel is that? Stop it. What channel? Let me take a look. And we're not gonna watch that ever again. That's cool that she likes the PC. Amber uses Sam's PC more than anybody else in the house. Wife doesn't get any time to sit down because if she does, the baby loses her mind. So kiddo plays a ton of Roblox, and she plays Guild Wars 2 by herself because I don't play it anymore. Really, I don't really play it that often. But she loves Pal World, man. She got so far in Pal World all by herself. It got to the point where she was showing her mom what to do. Then she logged onto her mom's file and like upped her base and went and did a bunch of bosses and got her further. And then her mom's like, "What are you doing on my character?" And she's like, "Well, your character was weak, so I had to make it better." Right now, she's playing Pokemon Scarlet, and she's really enjoying that. But she's disobeying all of our advice. She's obsessed with a couple of Pokemon. They're mostly like the humanoid female types. She just thinks they're beautiful and she wants to like have them. So her favorite is like Gardevoir. And well, she's disobeying because we're trying to give her advice. So she'll get a Pokemon that she wants. She'll go into she calls them raids, but I don't think that that's what she's getting herself involved into. She's not doing any of the gyms or the actual content of the game. So she caught like a Ralts, and it evolved into Curlia or whatever. So she was like so amped. But then it got to like level 26 or something, and it wouldn't obey her anymore. So I was like, if you want her to obey you, or I think it was a he, I was like, if you want him to obey you, you need to go get a badge or two so that, you know, he can listen to your orders. And she's like, oh, okay, that's good advice, I'll do that. And then the way that the game works is that, you know, sometimes they do listen to you, like 10% of the time, and the other 90% they just slack off. Well, she saw that one, you know, listen. She doesn't understand the game mechanics, so she's just like, well, it loves me, so it's listening to me now, and I don't need to go get badges. So I'm going to use this Curlia to catch a female Garvador, and then I'll have my favorite Pokemon. And I'm like, that's not the way the mechanics work. But I mean, you could do whatever you want to do. But so she was telling her mom, she's like, well, Dad's wrong about Pokemon, and I know through the power of the love that I have for my Pokemon that it'll listen to me. And her mom was like fed up with it, and she's like, "You're such a nerd. That's not how it works. Your dad's right. I don't mean to break your heart, but you know, it's just it's all about statistics. 10% of the time it's going to listen to you, 90% of the time it's not." So she was playing it, and of course it started disobeying her again, and she's like crying, holding the Switch, and she's like, "I thought we loved each other." That's the kind of stuff like this deserves to be on camera so that I can show it at her wedding. She's just an emotional kid, and it's the best kind of emotional. She makes it. She really does believe in stuff. There was one week where she heard on the news that we were gonna have visible shooting stars. So every night she dragged me outside. She's like, "I gotta see one of these shooting stars." I was like, "Okay, we'll check one out." And there was a meteor shower that was happening, and we got to see some. And she's like, "I'm just so happy that I was finally able to get my wish out there." And she's like, "Do you want to know what it is?" I was like, "No, because then it won't come true." So like a couple of days later, she's just having a good time, and then all of a sudden she's just burst out crying. And me and her mom were like, "What on earth is wrong? You know, why are you crying?" She's like, "My wish never came true." And we're like, what wish are you talking about?" She's like, "From the shooting star." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry that happened, but what was your wish?" And she's like, "I wish that all my Pokemon plushies came to life." And she like did this ritual. She set them out in a certain way. She had this whole plan in her head that they were just gonna spring to life, and it didn't, and it like broke her heart. And I was like, "Man, you fabricated this whole thing in your head. You didn't let us know at all what was going on, or you know, because she didn't want to break her wish." And she's like, "I don't think wishes can come true." I'm like, "Well, not like one like that, because that's beyond magic." She just kind of like when she plays with her friends outside, she just makes up these elaborate games with these crazy rules because that's what she did when she was younger with me. She would make me play all these weird Jurassic Park games that she made up in her head, and if I made a rule, she committed that rule to memory, and I was just playing around. Like, oh, you know, uh, what Chris Pratt's character does this, and that's how the rule works, and I laugh about it. And then for like the next 2 years proceeded that was one of the 26 rules that we had to follow every time we played this game precisely. She's very particular. So when she plays with her friends outside, they have no idea what's going on. She's like, "I'm Curlia, and you're Hat Rain, or Hatrina, or whatever." And these kids are like, we don't know Pokemon stuff. We're girls, we're not supposed to know Pokemon stuff. And she's like, "You guys are lame. All girls should know Pokemon stuff." Oh, she's 100% right. Pokemon's one of the most like genderless things there is. Everybody has a favorite Pokemon. Even if you're like a die-hard Digimon fan and you hated Pokemon growing up, there's like over 1,000 of them. You have to love one. Even if it's just because you like the looks, or even if it's because you like the meta when you play the games, everyone has their favorites. It's impossible not to have your favorites in Pokemon. Why do I have 370 plat on this character? Jeez. And apparently I have a couple hundred bone chips. It's been like 2 months since I've played these characters. Yeah, about. I think that's when Valentine's Day was. That's the last time I played these characters. I'm more suited to play the druid though. Sit and just do my spelly stuff. But damn, I need to move some of this plat away from this character. Even with that death and losing like the 10% experience, I still logged out with more experience than I had. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, because I'm getting ready for bed here. But thanks for stopping in for the second half of it. I really appreciate it, bro. And hopefully you enjoy getting some time in the game. I don't know when you raid next in WoW, so I don't know if you're gonna go on like a bender and play for a couple days, or if you don't get that much time in between. But regardless, enjoy it, and if you need any more help, I'm always, even if it's server files or something, I'll definitely try to help as best I can. Alright, cool, yeah, so just let me know, and I'll see what I can do. I don't have a low level to party with you, but I may consider making one at some point. I just don't know what I might do next. But I'll talk to you off